the industry's number 10 reason to stretch and the issue with it. They say that stretching decreases the risk of low back injury. But do you know how many muscles go into creating low back stability? With your femurs, with your pelvis, with your spine, with your ribs, you have roughly 80 muscles attached to the top, to the bottom, left, right, front, and back to maintain your low back stability. So how many muscles do you think it takes to create any kind of disruption in all those things working together to either create, prevent, or allow motion to occur? Yes, just one. One muscle is all it takes to create the need to compensate, which compensation leads to abnormal wear and tear, which leads to aches and pains. Now, a simple example is if I take my 8 fingers and I want to try to pull something, let's say it weighs 80 pounds. That gives you 10 pounds of pressure per each finger. So when I'm pulling, it's pretty easy. If I take away one finger, I have to put those 10 pounds that finger was pulling into the other 7. Take away another one, whether it's cut or hurt or bruised or whatever it is, and I can't pull with it, well, now I have to put those 10 pounds inside the remaining 6. So when these 6 fingers have to pull the same amount of load, they have to work harder. So you're going to feel the things that are working double time, working overtime, and you're not going to feel the things that are not working. So if your hamstring, one of the 4 hamstrings on one side is not working, then the other 3 may have to take over, or the hamstrings on the other side may have to take over and they get tight. Or if a hip flexor, or any one of the muscles that's having to work harder because something else is not working, you're going to blame the thing that is working and not have any clue of what is not working. So you need some way, somehow, somebody to go through and test to see what muscles are not working that are creating the need for the body to tighten up. Because those tight muscles are happening for a reason, which stretching is not addressing the why. They're just taking things that are tight and pulling on it, hoping it doesn't break, trying to get it to let go, but all they're doing is actually creating more weakness. And also, when you go to start pulling on things, if I take this bar, this pole, and I pull one end one direction, which direction does the other end have to go? It can only go the opposing direction. So when I take this and make it my humerus, or my tibia, or my femur, when I pull my elbow to me, the other end wants to go away from me. So you're physically and literally trying to dislocate your body when you start pulling on your body, wanting it to relax, but you're making it work. The forces that dictate who's working, and when you're pulling on something, and the only reason that this tube or this muscle has a reason to work is when something is pulling on it. So if you're asking it to relax, but you're making it work, all you're doing is playing this mindless tug-of-war battle between your nervous system and your muscles, and if your muscles actually let go, your body would fall apart. So this whole stretching revolution, it is taking on the fitness industry and the misconceptions of how things work and turning it around to make it work, to make it what you're looking for, where your intentions and your efforts match, where your intentions of wanting something to relax and your efforts of making it relax actually match, where in the current industry's mindset, they are a contradiction. You're making something work, but you're asking it to relax. It just does not work that way.